What is up, you guys? I'm your host, Menak, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Get Certified. I'm here to help you to get your next ABAP certificate, and we are going to continue from where we left off in the last video, which was local data type, and we left out one topic, which was mesh data type. We are going to look into it, and then we are going to jump right into global data type. Alright, so before I start, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to share it with your friends, and hit the like button. Alright, so meshes. Let's talk about what are meshes. So meshes are, well, just to give you a small definition, well, it is a special structure. Say the components. Let me frame it this way: the components of which are internal tables. There you go. Meshes are linked to each other. Well, let me write it down. So meshes are linked to each other with the help of what we call associations to each other. Association. There you go. All right. So let's jump right into the syntax. Let's declare types. Okay, let's start with the beginning of. Let's use line 1 or anything you want. So let's use column 1, and let's give the type as integer. Let's end this line 1. Okay, let's use a table, internal table. Oops, I tab of 1, so use the keyword type. Alright, so let's use type, and then type sorted of. I think there is a mistake somewhere which I'm doing. Let me just re-verify the code. Alright, so this should be there you go, perfect. So we use the sorted table of type sorted table of line 1. We'll use non-unique key. No, let's not use a sorted key. Let's use a key which would be column 1, and let us create another line 2. Alright, so let's create another internal table. No, let us add two data into our line. So there you go, and let's use column 3 just to give you an idea of how to use. Alright, so let's close this up. End of line 2. Alright, then let's continue. Let's declare another internal table. So I tab 2, so it is type sorted of table line 2, and then let's use the same with with non-unique key. Let's use both the column 1 and column 2. Alright, so let's declare the mesh now. So we use begin of mesh with the T mesh, give the name of the mesh, and let's give a node. So as node 1, and let's declare it with the type of T or the I tab, which is an internal table. So let's use table 1, and the keyword is association to associate to internal tables. So let's use to node 2 to s node 2. Oops, it's not 2 on. Let's join both of them. So we use column 1 equal to column 2, just to give you an example. And let's declare the s node 2 type. Oops, it's not type. We use of internal table 2. All right, so and we end of we use the end of mesh. So end of mesh, the name of a mesh was t mesh. So as you can see, guys, this is how you actually define mesh. You see, this is like a special type because the components are internal tables, and we link each other. We link each other using the word association. So just to give you an example of how a syntax how to use mesh definition. All right, so let's go to the next topic, which would be global data types. All right, global. Whoops. All right, global data types. Perfect. So data types are defined in the ABAP dictionary are global data types, and we are available system-wide. So global data type consists of data elements, structures, and data types. So data elements refer to the predefined ABAP structures, which largely correspond to the predefined ABAP types. Structures, as we already saw, consist of sequences of data elements, or even another structured data as one of their components in table types or internal tables, which are defined in the ABAP dictionary. Well, you can use the ABAP dictionary data types or create new data types in the ABAP dictionary. Well, let's see, database tables or views are used to define a flat flat structure data type. The individual fields of the database tables are components of the flat data structure type. You can also, if you want to define a type using the individual components or fields of the database view or the database table. Alright, so let's well, just to give you a quick example, I think we already used, just to remind you, let's see, just to give an example, say let's use Mara local structure and type Mara. So in this statement, what we are doing is we are defining the data object with reference to our database table. Alright, so the next is you can also define elementary types, reference types, and complex types in the ABAP dictionary. Data elements, data types, and structures are the ABAP dictionary global data types. So you can refer to these data types in the program to use to define a local data type or data objects. The data elements define an individual field in the ABAP dictionary or an elementary data object or variable in your program. Alright, so let us have a look how to do that, just to give you an insight of what I just said. So data, so work area, say site, and type site. So basically, this example, what you can see is you can define the data types locally by referring to a data element in the ABAP program. So this is the syntax. Well, before that, I mean, what you need to do is, I forgot, I thought I actually wrote this. So types site, so you need to take out sites, and you need to type say for example, let's take all works. There you go. That's how you define the data types locally by referring to a data element of the ABAP program. Well, you can also define structure types in the ABAP dictionary. The structure type can be flat structure, deep structure, nested structure. You can refer to the ABAP dictionary structure to declare a local structure data type as with the simple data type 2. So alright, let's just to give you an example. Guys, it has the same syntax, so but still let me just show you either way. so that you do not have any doubt. So there you go. We use the type, say for example the mark, and let's use the data. There you go, and let's use work area of mark and use the type mark. There you go. Just give you an example. You can also define a local structure or a work area directly, say for example like this. Say data work area. So what I would do right here is I would define it directly. Say like this. There you go. Right, so table types are basically internal table templates stored in the ABAP dictionary. You specify the line type, access type, and the key during the creation of the table type in the ABAP dictionary. And let's have a look at the syntax to define an internal table locally in the ABAP program with reference to the data type. So what you would do is you would write the data, and then so use the local table. So let's use variable LT, then we would refer it to type mirror. There you go. So that is how you do it. And let's talk a little bit about type groups. Type groups are basically ABAP dictionary types, whereby you can store any type definition globally in the ABAP dictionary and use them locally in your program. So you have to declare the type group in the program before you can refer to the data types in the type group. We use the keyword as type rules. Type. There you go. This is the keyword. Let us have a look at examples. I use type rules as ls, and let's use a data statement. Let's use a field category, and let's use type as lis, and let's use this. Well, this is a standard field category that we use for ALV displays. So that should be field cat, and then use ALV. Alright, so basically the type SLIST field cat ALV is defined as a global data type in the type group SLIS. So this is what you basically use for defining a field category data type while displaying ALV displays. Alright, so let us next talk a little bit about the data object visibility, but I don't think we will have enough time in this video, so we are going to cover that in the next chapter. So also in the next chapter we are going to look at a small quiz by which you can test how much you learned from this chapter. So this will be it for this part of the video, and thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. See you in the next one, guys, again.